Long ago, in the time of the pharaohs, there lived a young boy named Amun. Amun lived in the bustling city of Thebes, near the Great Nile River. His father was a skilled stonemason who helped build magnificent temples, and Amun dreamt of following in his footsteps. One day, a grand festival was announced in Thebes to honor the pharaoh. To celebrate, the people of the city were invited to bring their most precious possessions to a grand parade. Amun wanted to give a special gift to the pharaoh to show his gratitude, but he had no treasures or riches to offer. Amun decided to use his talent for carving small figurines from limestone. He sculpted a tiny statue of the sacred Sphinx with remarkable detail. The night before the parade, Amun placed his gift on a beautiful woven cloth and prayed for it to be appreciated. At the parade, Amun watched as the pharaoh passed by, surrounded by magnificent treasures from across the land. When the pharaoh reached Amun's humble offering, he stopped and marveled at the exquisite detail of the tiny sphinx. The pharaoh was deeply moved by Amun's heartfelt gift and asked to meet the young boy. Amun was brought before the pharaoh, who praised his craftsmanship and thanked him for the precious statue. The pharaoh then granted Amun the opportunity to learn from the royal stonemasons and become a skilled artist. Amun's talent flourished under the guidance of the master craftsman, and he contributed to the creation of grand monuments and temples that still stand in Egypt today. And young Amun's humble gift not only won the favor of the pharaoh but also shaped his destiny as a respected artist in ancient Egypt, leaving a lasting legacy for generations to come. The end. Once upon a time, in a tiny corner of the backyard, there existed a bustling world that most humans never noticed, the ant world. This was a place where ants of all shapes and sizes worked together to build their civilization. In the heart of Ant World was a large anthill, where Queen Antilla ruled over her industrious subjects. She was wise and kind, always looking out for the well-being of her colony. Every day, worker ants scurried around collecting food, while soldier ants stood guard to protect their home from any threats. One sunny morning, a young ant named Andy decided he wanted to be more than just a worker. He dreamed of becoming a scout, the ants who ventured into the vast, unknown world beyond the anthill to find new sources of food and water. Andy approached his friend, Sam, who was an experienced scout. "Sam, can you teach me to be a scout?" Andy asked, his eyes shining with excitement. Sam smiled and agreed to mentor Andy. He taught him how to navigate the treacherous terrain, recognize different types of plants, and even communicate with the other scouts using a special code made of gentle taps. Andy practiced tirelessly, and soon he was ready for his first scouting mission. With a small backpack filled with supplies, he set out with a group of scouts led by Sam. They journeyed into the tall grass, where the world suddenly seemed vast and intimidating. During their adventure, they encountered many challenges: a rainstorm that threatened to flood their path, a cunning spider that tried to trap them, and a river of syrup that was much stickier than they had anticipated. But Andy never gave up. He remembered all that he had learned and relied on his fellow scouts for support.